Hello everybody and welcome to a new video. This is Offline. Today I'm going to show you how to run WOOSA and how to counter him. Before we get into the builds that I would suggest, let's get into the stats and the skills and let's see why WOOSA is actually good. His base stats, well, his base HP is actually really good. 12,000 base HP, so pretty above average. Base attack, base defense, 659, 681. They're not great, but they're not too bad either for an HP type unit. And base speed, 118. That's up, like that's really high for base speed. So yeah, that's really good. What does he do? Skill 1, he can actually sleep opponent for 2 turns. The chances of sleeping the opponents is just 20% chance, which goes up to 25. It's not that high, but sometimes you can clutch it. Sometimes it puts enemies to sleep. You obviously don't expect it. It's just 25%. Obviously WOOSA usually don't have accuracy on him, so you don't expect it. But if he does sleep something, that unit is not moving next turn because he's sleeping for 2 turns, and that's damage based on his max HP as well. So that's pretty decent. Skill 2, what does he do? He heals AoE, and he heals based on he heals 15% of his max HP, which is actually really good. He's available every 3 turns, which is actually not that long of a cooldown. It's an AoE heal, so it's a little bit of a heal, and yeah, if you build him properly, he's gonna heal a decent amount. Skill 3 grants immunity for 3 turns, and creates a shield that is equal to 15% of his maximum HP. So pretty good. 3 turn immunity, good immunity. That's when I call an immunity unit. Fran, yes, she gives immunity, but if other monster on your team, your allies proc, they don't have immunity anymore. With WOOSA, if they proc, they still have 1 turn immunity. That's why I say WOOSA, Belajul, monster that gives 3 turn immunity, those are the immunity monster. Fran, yes, 2 turn immunity is pretty good, but if you proc, you're out of it. So yeah, it's a short amount of immunity. WOOSA gives 3 turn immunity, then it's available every 4 turn, which is good because you have just 1 turn without immunity, and as you build WOOSA fast, you should have immunity pretty quick as well. Again, the shield goes up by 20% with the skill ups as well, so it's gonna be 35% of his HP. That's amazing. He awakens into speed, so the 118 base speed. How to run him though? What set, what offset, and what stats you should aim for. Set, I would say Swift is really good because you don't need your best Swift set on him to make him actually really fast. It needs a decent Swift set to get over 300 speed because of his base speed. Yeah, so I would say Swift. I saw a lot of violent WOOSA as well, and honestly guys, if you give some good violent set on WOOSA, it probably is gonna be 300 speed on violence as well. But do you want to give some of your best rune to WOOSA to make him 300 speed? That's your choice guys. WOOSA on violent can be really clutch, especially when there is that 1 turn without immunity AoE, so it can probably proc and put immunity again without leaving you without immunity for 1 whole turn, which is pretty scary honestly. If you think how fast units are nowadays, that could be really bad. But yeah, violent works, but you need higher quality rune to build him on violent. Swift definitely works, and you don't need your best Swift set for him to work and for him to be 300 speed. My one is 301, but my speed, my Swift runes are not the best, as you can see, 19, 21, 23, 22. So yeah, with decent runes, with average runes, you can get him over 300 speed. Now, offset, if you go violent, probably you try to get will on him because you might get outspelled unless you actually have him over 300 speed, which again is possible on violent with really good runes though. If you go on Swift, I don't think you need Swift, but you kinda need a couple more speed more than my one have, so try to get him over like around 3 or 5 at least. And yeah, Swift offset, sorry, It could be anything really. You could go focus and try to get some sleep, some extra sleep. You can go Nemesis, so if he gets it, especially when he doesn't have the shield and immunity, he gets extra attack bar. You could go Nemesis, you can go anything really. You can go Broken Side. What you want on him is speed and HP. Although guys, how to rune him, there's different ways. You can rune him on Swift, or you can rune him on Violent. Especially on Swift though, you can try to beat him on crit damage, as you don't have to focus too much on speed, as his base speed is super high. So you can beat him speed, crit damage, HP. Try to get him as much HP as possible, because all his skill do damage based on HP. Max HP and max HP. So the higher his HP, the more damage he's gonna do. And on crit damage, it does okay damage actually. It's extra damage anyway. Again, it's not gonna be too hard to build him on crit damage and have around 300 speed, because his base speed is really high. So that's up to you though. I feel like on crit damage you can do extra damage, so it's not just that to give immunity and the shield, although it's already pretty good. And yeah, that's up to you though. You can try it on crit damage, or you can try and just support. Speed HP would be the best way. You don't always get the slot 4 and 6 HP percentage with high speed, so you can go differently and try to get HP out of the other runes. I have plus 23k HP, which is not bad, but I also have, oh yeah, so I have this. So yeah, speed HP works really well. Speed damage HP works as well. And either Swift, Broken. Swift, you can give him any offset you want actually in Swift. On Violent though, try to get him on Wield, especially if you don't reach the 300 mark. Anyway, that's how you run him. Now, what is WOOSA good for? Guys, WOOSA is not good for Arena. Don't use him in Arena defense. Arena defense, my bad. Because he's not the greatest one for Arena defense. What is he good for though? Obviously RTA. Sometimes you can pick him. There's a lot of single target stripper though now. So he lost a little bit of value, but still is a pretty good pick. Sometimes it's a forced ban because the enemy is gonna go full CC, and if you pick WOOSA, they're gonna have to ban the WOOSA, especially if they don't have many strippers, especially if they cannot outspeed him. So WOOSA is pretty good in RTA still. He's not the one that used to be first pick every time a few seasons ago, but it's still a really viable pick. It's a pretty good pick. It's a good unit to have, but sometimes you're gonna need that free turn immunity. And yeah, it's a really good monster for RTA. It's a really good monster for siege offense, guild war offense. Sometimes having immunity in guild war offense is pretty good, especially because there isn't always a lot of strips on the opponent side. Maybe there is single target strippers, or maybe there is a Clara, but Clara against WOOSA doesn't work too well, because he does buff it does put 2 buffs, and Clara has low chances of stripping, so the WOOSA is gonna be hard to strip and to stun, and also he's water, so she might glance on him. So yeah, WOOSA is really good for siege offenses. If you have a Fengyang as well, Fengyang, WOOSA, and let's put a damage dealer. It could be a Leica, it could be something else. It's a really good offense, really good, pretty safe, and it works pretty well. So that's where I would use WOOSA the most though. RTA and siege and guild war offenses. Guild war defense, it could work with Fengyang and Leica. You can try that out. You have the defense break, you have the damage from Leica. You don't have a strip though, so if they do bring immunity, it's gonna be hard for you to put down the defense break with the Fengyang. Yes, Leica skill 2 is still gonna go through the immunity, or still gonna do a lot of damage, but you won't have the defense break, so it's gonna be hard for that to work. But you can try it out, it might still work, and it's still a good defense, still a decent defense. Maybe not in a higher level siege, but in a decent level it still works. So that's why I honestly would use WOOSA. RTA, siege offense mostly. Siege defense might work. Guys, arena defense, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. Yes, he might move first, he might put the shield and immunity, but you probably are gonna be able to just strip it and then CC everything. Or when I see WOOSA, honestly, most of the time I just devolution it. Especially, yeah, most of the time I devolution it. But yeah, it doesn't work that well over there. Every other places where I would use WOOSA, I can't think about one, honestly. Everywhere else, WOOSA is pretty, actually a bit, is actually bad. It's actually bad, but overall RTA is pretty good. Siege offense, really good. Really, really good. Immunity monster in siege offense usually are actually pretty good. So yeah, that's where I would use him actually. And how to counter WOOSA, guys. If you see him in RTA, obviously the best counter I can think of is not a free-to-play counter, but the best one I can think of is Diana. Diana is gonna have a really good time against WOOSA. Bulwark is gonna have the nuke down pretty easily. Any AoE stripper really, the new art monsters are gonna be pretty good against WOOSA. Any AoE stripper, Triton, Tiana. Chiwu might have a harder time because he can glance on water, so he might have a harder time, but any AoE stripper, any single target stripper that is actually really fast, like Beast Riders, pretty good against WOOSA. Aegir, if you build him properly, it's gonna be pretty good against WOOSA. Water Monkey, same. Diana is gonna be really, really good against WOOSA, but overall, yeah, strippers and yeah, strippers. AoE strippers, single target strippers, yeah, that's how you counter WOOSA, guys. Now, if you go WOOSA, build him, it's not SS tier for RTA anymore, but it's still pretty good, especially if the opponent don't have many strippers on their side and they do have CCs. So build your WOOSA, give him around 300 speed, that would be fine. Build him on Swift probably or Violent, but try to get him on 300 speed. High HP, good defense, and it's gonna work pretty well. If you want, build it on crit damage so you can get some damage out of him as well. But overall, it's gonna be used for the immunity, for the shield, and for the heal. And if he sleeps, that's even better. But yeah, overall, speed HP. Try to get as much HP as possible, as much speed as possible. Also, get some good defense on him. It's easy to build, but he's not super OP anymore. Again, don't use him in arena defense, guys. It's not good for that. Anyway, that's the end of the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed and I hope the video helped. And guys, if you didn't already, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. We are on our way to 300 subscribed, and over 90% of the people watching the videos are not subscribed to the channel yet. So if you want to support me and if you want to see more videos like that, please hit the subscribe button. It's free anyway. Guys, thank you so much for watching again, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye everybody, take care.